This is my short object presentation for shame. The object I've chosen to analyze is this image that I encountered recently near my apartment in Osdorp. Most of this short analysis will be related to the site of the image and text itself. Here are the English translations for the Dutch text contained in the image and the address where I took the photograph. First, I'll describe it. The image text is laid out on the pavement for pedestrians to view as they look down. On top of the concrete texture is white text accompanied by white stick figures standing apart from each other. In the top left of the image is an XXX and the name of the city Amsterdam, which gives the image authority as it was put there by the city officially. One could call it institutional graffiti. Beneath that is the text 1.5 meters can save your mom's life in Dutch. Then at the bottom is the text keep your distance in Dutch, just above the figures standing 1.5 meters away from each other. I'll start with an excerpt from the Biddle text. Scud missile accurate, shame is not so much an affect of self-failure as it is a punishment for self-failure. If shame is a failure of the self, then the shame that is operative in this image is a warning of a possible failure of the self, which would be leaving one's home unnecessarily and then endangering others' lives. The advised behavior towards others is demonstrated in the image. In it, two figures are standing 1.5 meters away from each other, which is the recommended distance by the experts. Another excerpt from the Biddle text. A most social emotion, shame communicates, or as Eve Kozovsky Sedgwick puts it, shame performs, dependent as it is upon interpellation by a witness. The performance in this case is constituted by the behavior of staying home. Leaving one's home and breaching the norms of social distancing is now considered shameful. This text spells out the possible consequences of the wrongful action, stating that 1.5 meters can save your mother's life. Although the exact identity of whoever is gazing at the image could be anyone, including motherless people, the image nevertheless attempts to interpolate the viewer into believing that the life of their own mother is at stake. Since shame operates within a society, the scope of the COVID crisis is revealed as it poses a threat to society, so institutions within that society deploy shame in the forms of these images to modify the behavior of individuals. And here I draw attention to the triple X, which is the Amsterdam crest and the city of Amsterdam, trying to deploy methods of, modifying people's behavior in the crisis. And finally, due to its self-contained nature as an image on a sidewalk, it acts like an advertisement for shame. Instead of trying to call to action consumerism, it's calling into action self-shaming. When a viewer sees it, they, depending on how well they themselves have been practicing social distancing, entertain the possibility of their own shame. And that's the end of my presentation, so thanks.